Okay, everybody? Right now, please take away everything on your table. We're gonna start recap what we have this semester. 就这一堂课呢，会帮大家复习我们这个学期所学的 everything we learned. So put away everything on your table. Jeffy, put away your cell phone. Put away your cell phone. Okay. So now we're going to review everything we learned. Before we recap everything, now I'm gonna give you a little passage to remind you what we learned. Okay. Since we have learned a lot this semester, 这个学期我们学了很多嘛. So please look at the screen. Quick question before I show you this. Who has read the post? Who has read the post that I posted yesterday on Google Classroom? Raise your hand. 昨天我在 Google Classroom 没有 Oh, that's good because you haven't read the answer key. 那这样很好，没有人读。Okay, so now look at the screen. Okay, so if you look at the text, I would like everybody to read it together. 我们大家一起来念这个。Let's read the text together, okay? Let's read it from last month and read it till with our families. 我们一起来念，请。Our last month, an exchange student visited my school. We took him to an event to experience local street food. At the event, there were lots of tables, people, and vehicles on the road. Continue. The student watched everything and said he liked it. Later on, we went to a game stall and played a game. In general, it was a good experience for him, and we shared the story with our families. Okay, so pretend this were our lesson 8. Lesson 8. It's not about bando. It's about going to a night market. Okay, or pretend we're writing about it. It's from an American, but how do we change it to a better one? According to what we learned this semester, everything we learned this semester. Okay, we learned a lot this semester, right? And this is our last lesson of our semester. And if you still doesn't have a lot of points, 如果你现在还没有很多分数的 you can have your last chance to raise your hand and get the point. Anybody, or I'm gonna call on you. I'm gonna give you some hints. You can think of anything you learned from lesson 7, lesson 8, anything you can recall from these lessons before I gave you the answer. Anything you can remember? Okay, I'm gonna give you some hints. Like, you can actually see some food, you can smell, you can taste, or you see something exciting. What can we add in here to make this more interesting according to what we learned this semester? Yes, Jeffy? Yes, English, please. Can you say that again? English, please. Yes? No? It's okay. What do you want to say? Hey. Lines of tables. Yeah, lines of tables, lines of stalls, a wide range of stalls, a wide range of, remember that. Yeah, that's good, Jeffy. Now, Jeffy, you get 60 right now, another point. Other volunteers? I want 2 more before we start the lesson. 2 more. Okay, 重人, please. examples such as food examples. What do you like to eat when you're in night market? Fried chicken. Fried chicken, yeah. 好大大鸡排. Yeah, that's good. 崇愿, you get 20 right now. Go on later. Yeah, go on. This is the last lesson. Okay, I want one more. One more before I give you our recap, our handout. Other than food, other than lines of stalls, other details that we can add when we go to night market. What do you like? What do we see when we're in night market? Okay. Okay, Ruiz. Like what? Anything? For example, what do you like to eat when you're in night market? Do you like stinky tofu? No, you don't like stinky tofu. What do you like? Bubble tea. So you can say, oh, mouth-watering bubble tea. Mouth-watering. Some adjectives that help us come together in here. Okay, you can also say fascinating, what we also learned in this semester. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you what we learned. So yesterday I put our recap. For this semester, we learned how to summarize, how to identify topic sentences, and we're going to learn how to recap everything in this semester, in this lesson, to put in some sensory devices and some transitions. But for some students, 有些人, like you learned it already in my essay practice class. But that's okay, you can practice them once again with this. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you right now. Okay, so now some of our practices will be for in a group, and some of it we'll do it on our own. Okay, let's look at our handout together. Okay, so I see some people are yawning already, so let's get quick and look at the first page. The first page, it says part 1, descriptive writing. So first, I said, yeah, we have to add some details. We have to add some details into the writing. We learned a lot of adjectives. We learned a lot of sensory devices this semester. So here, let's look at the first exercise, okay? So the first exercise, okay? Now, there are 2 kinds of colors over here. I would like you to take out 2 colors. 可以拿出2种颜色, one like red pen, or one blue pen, one yellow pen, or one blue pen, whatever. Okay? Right now, look at here. This is the first draft. What you see on the screen is the first draft. But yeah, this is something that is vague. 没有很, you know, we don't see a lot of details. You know, in Taiwan, we have to make it sounds more yummy, right? The food. Okay, so in the revision, 现在看到 revision, use 2 colors. First color, but you see, oh, exchange student. But 高分版, you see over here, change into Andre. Friendly exchange student. Okay, so So highlight it in the first color. Highlight it in the first color. So here, what you need to do is, like now, what you need to do is, you see, student. First color, student. Very vague, right? So here you see Andre, an friendly exchange student. Change it to another color. We make it more special, right? This is what I want you to focus. What we learned this semester, this is the first color that I want you to do. First thing I would like you to do, use the first color to highlight the nouns and specific details. The student or the event, like he went to the event. And the event, what is the event? The event, Shiling Night Market, right? Okay, and it's a cultural exchange event. Okay? First thing, any questions so far? No, because I'm gonna ask you what to highlight later. And next, color B, you can use another color, like orange. Orange. So sensory, 听起来, 闻起来, 尝起来, 感觉起来, like that, right? So here, like what Jeffy said, but you see a wide range of neon lights, right? Okay, but here, like there were tables not that specific. Okay, highlight something that you see in the revision, okay? So later on, I'm gonna call on you and please tell me what you see in the revision, okay? And after this individual practice, after this personal practice, we will have a group practice together, okay? So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to do it. 2 minutes time. Highlight the bottom part. Highlight the bottom part. Use 2 colors. The bottom part. Highlight the bottom part. I'm gonna give you, some people haven't finished, so I'm gonna give you 20 more seconds. And 20 more seconds, I'll ask you to share randomly. Okay, so right now I'm gonna see who doesn't have enough points yet. So hope you get more points before the semester ends. Let's ask Joey. Joey, okay. Joey, let's look at the screen. Have you highlighted anything? Have you highlighted anything over here that you see? You can tell us anything that you highlighted. Just tell us one. Delicious looking delicacies, right? If we just say good food, it doesn't sound good, right? Delicious looking delicacies. That's good, Joey. Thank you for telling us. Now I want two more from you. Now I'm gonna ask Eric. Eric doesn't have enough points yet. Eric, what did you highlight?
A game store.
A game stall. Other than game stall, what did he say about game stall?
Blast shooting targets.
Blast shooting target. Wow.
Had a blast shooting targets. Wow, it means that he's very good at shooting. 神射手. He's very good at shooting. He gets a lot of toys. Thank you, Eric, for telling us. And one more. Let's have Zachary. Zachary doesn't have enough points. Zachary is the last one. Zachary, please. So you highlighted a lot.
Definitely shout out.
Oh, thank you. Deafening shouts. Deafening shouts. We can't. Well, it's too loud that we can't hear it. Deafening shouts. So these are what we can hear. Okay, so now we know from Bando, from night market, this is what we learned. And now we're gonna have four in a group. We're doing another practice what we learned. So let's look at the second page. The second page, let's use some of the words we learned this semester and put it into the questions. Okay. So first, we still see this is a baseline text, which is, very abstract, very broad, doesn't look that good. So we see Kevin sat in his room to watch a series of online videos. He found a talk by a famous celebrity. The weather outside was intense. Sounds came from his computer speakers, and a familiar smell filled the small space. He stared at the screen because the speaker was discussing a great philosophy of life. Out of curiosity, Kevin took a sip of his hot drink and remained glued to his chair. These are the words. Some of the words are from He Xingdan, and some of the words are from our textbook. So now we're going to have four in a group. But Ray is not here today, so some of the groups I will rearrange you. So four in a group, let's answer it together. One person answer one question, and later on, I would like you to share to your group mates. So when I say your group member one, you answer number one, you write number one. 所以等一下你是1号同学的话，你就写1号题。If you're 2号同学, then you write 2号题. So number 1, you write 1. Number 2, you write 2. Number 3, you write 3. Number 4, you write 4. But some of the groups might change because we have 30 people in our class, right? Okay, and for those who are in the same group, you share. Okay? You share your answer and you compose into a story. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so you write 1, you write 2, you write 3, you write 4. Okay? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. But because we have like one extra person here, so you write 1 again. But you share again and compare your 1 answer. Okay? So you can start writing right now. Okay, 1, Zachary 1, Paris 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, Eric 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Okay, again. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. You're 2, 2, 3, 4. But because here it's also not in the square, so 1 again. Okay, 1. All right, and 1, Haley 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you're in the same group, there are 2 groups with 2, 1, so you've got 2, 1 answer. So you can compare your 2, number 1 answer. Okay, but you might have to think how to use these words. You don't need to use all the words. You don't need to use all the words, but these are the words we learned this semester, especially for this finals, right? Okay, so I'm gonna give you maybe 4 minutes. 4 minutes I think might be enough. Maybe more than enough. So I'm gonna give you 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, I'll give you 2 minutes to discuss your answer. And you can tell me what you like about your group mates. What you like about your group mates. 等一下分享完之后，可以分享 what you hear from your group mates. Okay, what you hear. Okay? So, start writing right now. Just need to write your part. Children ask how are we going to answer these questions? You just answer the questions and make the article more beautiful. Okay, let's say children, you're number 3, right? So what kind of smell is filling the room? Just try to use the words and imagine you're the author. Imagine you're Kevin. And write it in 3 lines. Okay? Try to use sensory and try to use the words. Okay? Yeah. Then you can make your article better. now that people finished, I'm gonna give you 1 extra minute. After a minute, we're gonna share with our group mates. I saw some of your answers are very interesting and very creative. So I can't wait for you to share your answer to your group mates. So even though you can't finish it all, I see some of you've written down some keywords. That's good. So now everyone, you take turns. Start from number 1 in your group, then number 2, then number 3, then number 4. Okay, you take turns and share. Okay, I'll give you some time, and later on, I will ask you to share. You can volunteer, or I will call on you. Both okay. Okay, I'll give you some time. If each person is going to share with 30 seconds, so I'm going to give you maybe 3 minutes, because there is a group. I thought 2 minutes would be enough, but there are 2 groups with 1 extra person, so maybe 2.5 and 3 minutes for you to share. Okay? So now you can talk and share with your group mates, and I will ask you, what did you hear? 你听到谁写的？学得不错。And when you see their work, maybe you can write down your inspiration down on your paper. Okay, so now you can gather. 现在同一组的 now you can gather, move your chairs right now. 现在可以移动你的椅子 move your chairs, just your chairs, move your chairs right now, just your chairs. Below, like in the middle, you can move your chairs. I think in the middle it's easier for you to gather, but here, the last 2 rows, 像如意这边 move your chairs, Jeffy, move your chairs, and Haley, here, you can move your chairs right now. Okay, now let's start sharing. 现在大家可以分享 Let's go. Share right now.
会有一点点会露出来，对，但大部分被你身体挡住。哦，哎是。但是
发跑，他抽包。 都要剪。
如果要抽的发表开始，
一直要讲我们做出来的东西。
哦，是吗？
我不确定，还是重写。
好，你先。
可是我是认为
那你给我看。好。
我知道他中文，可是我不会念。
不懂，它就增加更多的什么细节。不会。
好像不是这样，好像是这样，好像不是。
是要再更多一点，
更多
要多充满
什么腻人，反正就是它的那个。我改一下，
它后面是什么粘土的味道？香味，
很甜蜜的这个。我改一下好了。
Okay, now go back to your seats and I'm gonna invite you to share your answer. So, as you know, these words we learned this semester, but when we are going to use it in GSAT writing, you know, you have to try to use them. But yeah, when we try to use them, it's not that hard as we expected. But when we use it, you know, it can become very creative. Okay, so I'm gonna ask some of you to share your answer. Okay, so maybe I'll choose two of it. Okay, maybe I'll choose two of it. Then start from question one. Okay, question one. That's have. Because I didn't hear any answer from the middle group. So let me choose maybe this group. Okay, maybe this group. You're number one, right? It's okay. Oh, but Zachary has shared already. What about middle group? Is it Ella? You're number one, right? Because I heard Zachary already. So can Ella share your number one answer? Yeah, I'll give you the microphone.
It was Saturday at 10 p.m. at Fierce Heat Primary School. I was walking on my video English right with the top of
Okay. But your last sentence is quite good, but you didn't say it. You say what a great shelter. You know, this is a shelter for him. This is a shelter that he felt safe in his house. I think that's good. Okay, thank you, Ella, for sharing. And he felt cozy in his house, even though it's very hot. He felt fierce heat outside, but he's safe in his house. Okay, then after hearing Ella's answer, we're gonna have another one. Let's have the last group, because the last group they're very, I didn't hear them share. When I come to the front, I hear them. They're really happy in the back. Can I hear your answer from number 4? Who is number 4? Okay, can Joe share your number 4 part? Touch part. Okay. He doesn't want microphone, but so everyone listen to Joe, please. Hey, Troy, let's listen to Joe. Okay, thank you, Joe. I can hear that, he is very nervous because his heart is pounding. Wow, he might be very excited when he heard is one of his favorite speaker speaks. Yeah, I think what Joe has written is very good. You can feel that his heart is pounding. Okay, so after these writing practices, because we can't go through them all, but you can do them back home. Okay, you can do them back home. So now, let's turn to the back page and see what you can do if you want to upload it to your learning portfolio. These are what we learned this semester. Okay. So if you want to upload it to our learning portfolio, 如果你想要上传学习历程档案的话, I have written the deadline. I think it's before July 8th or July 10th, I forgot. July 8th or July 10th. But you can finish this practice and send it to me. And I will give you the answer key later, so you can check it yourself. Okay, yeah. And now, turn to the back page, you'll see these are the words that are very vague. 这些都很虚嘛，这些字都比较虚. But if you look at here, these are the words that we learned this semester, right? Like occupied, sheltered, stared, strolled. These are the words we can change, right? You can do it yourself. And also, the precise adjectives, like here, you can add the word crowded into the crowded auditorium. The crowded auditorium. You can know, wow, there are a lot of people inside, right? And look at the fourth page. The fourth page. And when you look at the fourth page, it's very, chunky. 就感觉一个句子一个句子就很像切块 if we don't have transitions. So over here, I have give you some practices for you to fill in the transition words and you can practice. So for these 4 pages, you can go through everything we learned this semester. Now I'm gonna give you the answer, Katie. Okay. Oh, but can Jeff help me out though, so I can open the file at the same time. Thank you, Jeff. Okay. All right. So as Jeff is helping us, giving you the answer key, 我们来看一下. If you want to practice, 后面会有答案. 看这边后面有答案. Over here, like the parts that we practiced just then, and how how you can fill in the words, but these are not like the accurate sentence or the right answer. What you have written can be also correct. 刚刚大家做的练习也可以是对的。There is no right answer when it comes to writing. But you might think, oh, what if my grammar is wrong? 如果我的文法是错的怎么办？ But that's okay. It's okay to make grammatical mistake, but you can use what we learned last semester. You can use like Grammarly. 你可以用 Grammarly 像这种文法的修正软体。Then you can correct it yourself. You don't need me by your side all the time. 你用文法修正软体就可以。Thank you, Jeff. Okay, can help you with everything. Okay, so what I just said, 刚刚有告诉大家的 these are the answer key I gave you. Okay, these are the answer key that I gave you. And if you want to practice the writing, 如果你想要练习写作，把刚刚我们做的这一些 every like sensory details, transitions, and sensory details and transitions. If you want to fill in over here, you can send it to me, or you can give it to me when I'm at school, or you can send to my email. 在 Google Classroom 我有给大家时间这边有7月8号之前。But yeah, because the deadline is July 14th, so I can help you revise, help you check before July 14th. 这样在7月14号之前就可以把这个学期 everything you learn, you can go through. 那因为大学教授会比较看重的是什么呢？不是你，当然是你有没有运用这学期所学之外呢，是 how you have think about what you learn. So I've given you two parts that you can combine. 这两个是你们可以用打字的。So if you look at these two questions over here that you can think about, 你们可以在心得里面打的。So one is after the first part, the highlighted part. 刚刚我们上课的时候不是有做颜色画记 I give you some quiet time to think about, the first draft and the revision. Why is it very important? So you can also think, why is J.K. Rowling or why is J.R.R. Tolkien so famous? Why? Because they add precise adjectives? It's because they add precise details? You can put it in, you can write it over here. You can write your reflection over here. And at last, 最后一个 after you put in words, 这个是回去如果你有做的练习。如果我们用了这学期所学的 like you don't use the word walk, you use the word straw. You don't use the word like good, you use the word attractive, you use the word fascinating. 那这样子对于你在阅卷老师面前要如何脱颖而出有什么关键的影响？ Yeah, if you write these reflection on your 学习历程档案, I believe it will help you a lot when you become an 11th grader and help you write better in the future. Okay, so these are for this semester, our recap. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can find me after the class, and tomorrow we will have independent study. 明天就会以自习为主。那如果还有没有交齐的作业 ，you can give it to me. Yeah, that's all for today.